Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. That complete to Schroeder. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Corral's pass, complete to Justin Jefferson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Corral. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Corral. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Play action. Here's Corral. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Rams.
A first down throw here for Corral. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The 7-yard line.
Again, it's Corral. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
And confidence building for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And they'll begin by running the option. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defense is asleep.
To throw is Murray. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Back to throw, Corral. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 14 yards. First down, Rams.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work down inside the 45. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know the quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Corral. Got a man. That's shorter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Off play action. Here's Corral. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Tony?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead he fired an absolute bullet. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To the air again with Corral. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
St. Gonzalez on for a field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Murray going to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Left side, Cook to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals hit 4-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Cook again. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A quick throw here out to Brown. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This could be the turning point.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Now he's free to midfield. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. B.J. Ojulari make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting held up in the last couple of games.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll take this across midfield. Inside the 45. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
But Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Renfrow, the motion man. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray escaping the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense fall? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. A free safety rolling all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
He finds his target, Allen. And they work this out past the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Corral sets up play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
No, he has it knocked loose. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't give him an opportunity.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Corral. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With it is Brown. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Deebo Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half. And the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team.
And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room, because they've made some nice adjustments and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Rams. Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read,
now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Calder in a tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards that time for number 19. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Williams running left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come right up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Cook will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
Again, it's Cook. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Throw left side, held in by McBride. Touchdown! Trey McBride. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy for that one.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To about the 48-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up. On the play fake, Corral. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. Touchdown, L.A. Michael Pittman, 52 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Important extra point up and through. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead.
And that scored the
deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Corral to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Here's first down. Out of the gun again to Charbonnet.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Akina Lagarde brings up second and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Now second and 9. Corral. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.